class of Online Academy. Today, we are going to continue solving the problem brought to us by the student of Maths and Statistics Department, Faculty of Science, or Faculty of Mathematical Science Department. Yes, Department of Mathematical Science, Federal Polytechnic, Bauchi. Here is the B part of question 1. If they say we should find the value of x in the expression y equals to c cos x all over 50 for y equals to 75 and c equals to 50. For y equals to 75 and c equals to 50, we should find the value of x using this expression. Now, if you are going to start solving it, you now say from the expression y equals to 75 and our c equals to 50. We put it into original equation that we have here. In place of y here, we now put 75. Y is now equal to 75 equals to c is 50. We put 50. Then cos x all over 50. X all over what? 50. In place of y, we put 75. C is now 50 based on the expression we put 50. Cos remains cos and x all over 50 remains x all over 50. Now, the next step is to divide both sides by 50. Divide both sides by what? 50. We are going to divide both sides by 50. We are having 75 over 50 equals to 50 cos x all over 50, all divided by what? 50. This 50 will clear out this 50. 75 divided by 50 will give us 1.5. 75 divided by 50 will give us 1.5. We now say our 1.5 is equal to cos x all over 50. Cos x all over what? 50. Now recall that is from trigonometric rule. From trigonometric rule, if cos theta is equal to x. If cos theta is equal to x, therefore our x will be equal to, therefore our theta will be equal to cos inverse of x. This expression says we should recall, if cos theta is equal to x, therefore our theta will be equal to cos inverse of what? X. Since we have inverse here, we are now going to use what we call the inverse hyperbolic function. We are going to use inverse hyperbolic what? Function. We now say from inverse hyperbolic function, we have that. Therefore, if you compare this expression now of cos theta is equal to x, therefore theta is cos inverse of x, which implies that cos x all over 50 is equal to 1.5. Therefore, x all over 50 will be equal to cos inverse of 1.5. X all over 50 will be cos inverse of 1.5. Now, cos inverse of 1.5, if you take this expression, we are going to have x all over 50 is equal to cos inverse of 1.5 is equal to 1.5 plus square root of 1.5 square minus 1. This is what we are going to have. We are going to have x all over 50 will be equal to 1.5 plus square root of 1.5 square is 2.25. 2.25 minus 1. If you come down, we are going to have x all over 50 to be equal to 1.5 plus square root of 2.25 minus 1 is 1.25. Therefore, we are going to have that x all over 50 will be equal to, here all there is mean 1.5 plus square root of 2.25 is 1.1180. Is 1.1180. Therefore, our x all over 50 now will be equal to mean of 1.5 Yes, link of 1.5 plus 1.1180. 1.5 plus 1.1180, it will be 2 point, yes, 2 point, yes, 2.618. 2.61 what? 8. Therefore, our x all over 50 now will be equal to link of 2.618 is 0.98. 0.98. Therefore, our x now will be equal to 50 times 0.98, which is equal to 48 degrees. Our x now is now equal to 48 degrees. Now, to summarize the explanation, they say we should find the value of x in the expression y is equal to c cos x all over 50. For y equals to 75 and c equals to 50. We now take the solution. If you take this expression here, in place of y, you put 75. That is why in place of y, you put 75. Equality comes down. In place of c, as c was given to us to be 50 in the equation, we put 50. Cos x all over 50. Then we divide both sides by 50. This is the 50. Dividing both sides by 50, the 50 here comes to 50 here. 75 divided by 50 gives us 1.5. Therefore, 1.5 is equal to cos x all over 50. Recall from trigonometric function or from Pythagoras theorem, when you are computing for an angle, if cos theta is equal to x, if cos theta is equal to what? X. Therefore, theta will be equal to cos inverse of x. Cos inverse of what? X. Therefore, from the inverse of hyperbolic function, we have that cos x all over 50 is equal to 1.5. Therefore, our x all over 50 will be equal to cos inverse of 1.5. Therefore, we are now going to make the use of inverse hyperbolic function of cos theta. X all over 50 will be equal to 1.5, this 1.5 plus square root of 1.5 squared minus 1. We close the bracket. This is the hyperbolic, inverse hyperbolic function of cos x all over 50 equals to 1.5. This x all over 50 comes down, and this is the inverse hyperbolic function. We now take the mean, 1.5 comes down, we take the square root, 1.5 squared is 2.25 minus 1 comes down. X all over 50 also comes down, 1.5 plus 2.25 minus 1 is 1.25, there is root. X all over 50 equals to mean 1.5 plus 1.1180, because 1.1180 is the square root of 1.25. We now say x all over 50 now will be equal to mean of 1.5 plus 1.1180. You sum all the elements inside the bracket, you have it as 2.618. X equals to mean of 2.618. If you press mean of 2.618, give us 0.98. X all over 50 is equal to 0.98. And you want to compute for the value of x, you make x is of the formula by multiplying or by cross multiply, so that you have x equals to 50 times 0.98, which is equal to 48 degrees. This is the end of